Okay, so we made it out of the boat and we managed to get everything out of the canoe as well. That was the trickiest part, and I thought that maybe it could be. My word, that was pretty scary, pretty sketchy stuff. I had to climb up this ladder here to get out. What I could have done, I could have just parked there, because as you can see, the water's very shallow, and it was really easy. But yeah, wow. You needed nerves of steel for that ladder, I tell you. I'm just so glad I'm on my own and I didn't have someone else with me, because at one point I even pulled the cable out of the light and the light went off and I was in total darkness. So yeah, this is where I had to climb up here. Luckily the ladder held. I mean, as you can see, look, it's not. You can see where there's a crack there. All I can say is it held my weight, and I'm glad it did. But yeah, next time I would just simply pull up there in the corner. But that's the thing, the first time you come somewhere like this, you don't know what you're encountering. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and explore. So this is where the roof collapsed in the 1960s. I'm going to go and have a look at what happens here. There might be a few things to see. Let me just get my other torch. That's it. I'm just going to leave this here for now, and I'm going to decide what to do when I've had a bit of a look around. Because what I'm going to have to do in order to carry on to Marseille, I'm going to have to remove the boat from the water there, and I'm going to have to take it across here through another tunnel onto the other part of the canal. So what we've got really is a tunnel within a tunnel. So this is where the roof collapsed, not right here obviously, but a bit further along. It's so misty down here, I can hardly see anything. Okay, yeah, this ladder. This is something I knew about, something that I've seen on videos that guys have posted online. Now I think this ladder might well go up to the surface. I think it's an emergency escape. It does. Look, it goes to the surface. But as you can see, there's a grill over the top of it, so it's very well secured. So not really a way out. And my God, look how old and rusty that ladder is. Would you even trust it? I'm not sure if I would or not. Yeah, I had heard about this ladder. I kept hearing noises, and it almost sounded like there was a person there. And I thought, no, surely not. It must just be water dripping. And luckily, I was right. Okay, so let's head this way then. Let's head to the left. Now, what I'm expecting to find here is another tunnel within a tunnel. And by the way, I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but it's just so misty down here. It really is actually quite difficult to see. Just checking I've even got this on the maximum setting. Yeah, maximum setting. Yeah, I'm actually having difficulty seeing, it's so misty. Just in places that are very humid, it's the air, it becomes like this. Yeah, okay, so look, I'm seeing what I thought I was going to see. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it right ahead there, but I'm seeing another tunnel. That's what I'm seeing. So what I need to do now is have a look and see how long that tunnel is, and see how far we're going to have to carry the dinghy, and if it's actually safe and possible to do it. It started off very well, the trip, but I'm now thinking about whether it's worth it to carry on to Marseille or not, or just to turn around where I am. It just depends really on how difficult it's going to be to remove the boat from the water and bring it through here. You can see now why I've bought an inflatable canoe. It's the only possible way we could do it. Okay, now, I see light. Now, that must be Marseille then. That's about 6 kilometres away, I think. I can definitely see light. I mean, that can only be the other end of the tunnel. Okay, so this is where I'm going to have to bring the boat. I'm going to have to bring it through here. Whoa! It's got a massive blast of air in my face there. Now that is from the sea. So that's the sea wind blowing into the tunnel and blowing through it. Wow, it's like being in a wind tunnel. I could test a Formula 1 car in here. Okay. I'm just checking the height of the tunnel as well. And this is my head here, so I'm like right along here. Wow, can you hear that echo as well? It's like something out of an alien movie down here, I think. So this is where the roof collapsed many years ago, 1963 it was. How many years ago is that? About 58 years ago, I think. So yeah, they just built this just as a way through. So I'm going to have to carry the dinghy all the way through here. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world. I think it's doable. Yeah, this is pretty long. I think we've gone already. Don't know. Not sure. It's just about to stand up straight. They obviously built this tunnel with the French height in mind. They didn't build it for a 6-foot guy like me, that's for sure. Can you hear that echo? It's mad. Yeah, I'm really hoping we're coming to the end of this thing, because it's kind of hurting my back a little bit. I just can't help but duck down slightly. I know I'm going to catch my head on this thing eventually. Okay, I think I can see the end of it. Right, so what we're going to check out now is how easy it's going to be to put the canoe back in the water, because what happened back there was a bit risky. But feeling okay now, calmed down a bit. I wasn't panicking. I knew how to keep calm. But a bit of a scary moment, and made me worry just a little bit. Okay, right. So. Wow. So now here we are. This is the main part of the canal again. Up here, this is what they put in place in order to hold the roof up back in the 1960s. Not necessarily 63, because I'd imagine it would have taken them quite a long time. Wow, I just got a blast of really warm air then. Almost like a hairdryer. This really is a fantastic experience down here. It really is. There's just nothing like this pretty much anywhere else in the world from what I know. It really is just, what an adventure. It's incredible. So we've gone from blasts of cold to blasts of heat now. We've got another escape shaft here, and this one looks a lot newer and a lot more reliable than the other one. Again, look, they've glued it off at the top, so there's absolutely no way I could climb out this way. I realised, I think, quite early on that the only way to do this was with a inflatable canoe. So I even thought about cycling it, because we have these walkways at either side of the canal. But the problem is, in certain places, they've fallen away. Okay, so we're going to walk down here, and I'm thinking we're going to find the water again. Probably just about where I can see that reflective thing there. When this was in operation, it had lighting. It had lighting. It looks like somebody's left their Coca-Cola bottle behind there. I wonder how long that's been there for. I wonder if it's got a date on it. Can we see the date on it? Okay, 2023. Okay, so in that case, somebody has been down here with this really recently. Look, it says it's best before 31st of January 2023. Unless it's 1923 now. It wouldn't be 1923. It could be. Maybe that's been down here since 1923. When this tunnel was open, it actually had lighting. But of course now it's been closed down for so many years. It would be a bit of a waste of electricity to keep that going. I'm hoping that eventually, one day, we're going to find the water again. Because at the moment we seem to have a canal tunnel with no water, which is not what you'd expect, I guess. I watched a video of this online. I didn't want to watch too many videos, so I didn't want to spoil the whole thing for myself. But some commentators, they described it a little bit to being on the surface of the moon. And now I'm down here, I kind of understand what they're talking about. For me, it's just fantastic to come to a place that so few people have come to over the years, apart from that guy that was obviously down here with his Coke quite recently. Yeah, wow. So what's all this then, do you think? All these rusty old pipes down here? No idea. Ever going to get back to the water? So yeah, this is how far I've got to carry the canoe. Am I going to do it? I'm considering it. It's doable. If I really want to. And then what you can see there, way off in the distance, is Marseille. That's where the end of the tunnel is. I'm just thinking about my friends. I'm just thinking which of my friends would have the courage to come somewhere like this by themselves using a canoe. I think a lot of people wouldn't really want to do it. Okay, so we finally got back to the water again, which is good. Now, is it going to be a little bit easier to lift off from here, or is it going to be really, really sketchy again, like it was before? Okay, well, at the moment it's looking sketchy, I have to say. Okay, so I think probably here might be our best bet if we're going to. Yeah, this isn't too bad, look. Yeah, we can lift off from here. Okay, it looks like we're going to Marseille then. Yeah, maybe we can lift off from here, no problem. Well, perhaps I'll just go and get the boat and try lifting it up and see how comfortable or uncomfortable it is carrying it through that tunnel. There were some French guys that came through here. I saw their video. I think it was a few years ago, and what they actually did, they came with canoes from the Marseille side, and they just dumped them here, and the rest of the way they either walked it on the walkway, or the bits where it collapsed, they just swam through the water. I'm just looking at the water down there, seeing if there's any fish in there. I wouldn't think there'd be fish this far in, because there wouldn't be much for them to eat. It's actually surprisingly clear, the water. That's because this is seawater. This water is directly from the sea. Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be fine to launch off from here as well. Perhaps it'd be even better to launch from here. Yeah, I mean, that would be really okay, actually. Alright, okay. Well, I'm going to head back and I'm going to try lifting up the canoe and see how we get on. And I think possibly we're going to continue and we're going to carry on to Marseille. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this absolutely amazing video from a place that is just almost indescribable, quite honestly. And I'll be adding to the video probably on my journey to Marseille, and I'll be cutting and pasting it all together when I get home. Okay, so I'll catch you very soon. See you in a bit.